Micah Parsons is a Green Bay Packer. I did not think I would be saying this sentence today. But the Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. And the Packers also gave Micah a 4-year, $188 million deal. $136 million of that is going to be guaranteed. Micah is going to get paid $47 million a year and is now the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Folks, what happened yesterday was another reason of why the Dallas Cowboys are not going to be anywhere close to another championship as long as Jerry Jones is around. I mean, this whole situation from the early contract negotiation to the trade yesterday was just another classic example of Jerry Jones' ego getting in the way. Because listen, we've known this all offseason. Micah Parsons was entering the 5th year of his rookie contract. It was expiring. He wanted a new deal. We knew he wanted a new deal. And of course, Micah didn't participate in training camp because obviously he was still negotiating the contract. And then, of course, fast forward a few weeks later, Micah requests a trade, and then Jerry and Stephen Jones come out and say, we're not trading him. It's a negotiating ploy and all of that stuff. And then we get the news that Jerry Jones was having a rift with Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulligetta, and didn't want to involve the agent in the negotiations, even though, number one, that's what Micah wanted. He wanted his agent in the negotiations, and why wouldn't you? And number two, the CBA and the Players Union allowed it, but Jerry Jones did everything he could to exclude Mulligetta in the contract negotiations, and then he took shots at Micah for injuries, and that's ultimately what led to the trade request. And then a few weeks ago, Jerry goes on a podcast and said that he offered Micah the richest non-quarterback deal ever, but said that the agent said to take that deal and stick it where the sun don't shine, which was an exaggeration. And now, fast forward to yesterday, Micah Parsons, arguably a top 3 pass rusher in the sport, is a member of the Green Bay Packers. Folks, I'm going to hit you with a cold, hard reality here. All of this, every single thing that happened this negotiation this offseason, from the early negotiation to the trade yesterday, was all 100% preventable. And if we're being truly, brutally honest, Micah Parsons should have gotten a new contract last year. This whole situation should have been done last year. We wouldn't have to be talking about any of this. But folks, this is just what Jerry Jones does. I mean, listen, we think Jerry should have these deals done already. But one thing about Jerry, and this is backed up by historical fact, he loves to make people wait. He's been doing this ever since Emmitt Smith was playing on the team, arguably one of the greatest running backs of all time. He made him wait on a contract so much to the point where he actually sat out a game and then finally said, you know what, let's go ahead and pay Emmitt. He did the same thing with Dak Prescott a few years ago when he was looking for a new deal as his rookie contract was expiring. And he did the same thing with CeeDee Lamb. And Jerry, I mean, come on. I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. This is vintage. Jerry Jones always has to be an egomaniac, always has to have the people talking about him, and now you lose one of the best pass rushers in the sport. And then, of course, Jerry has a press conference later on in the day talking about it and says that this trade ultimately makes the team better. I mean, you must be kidding me. Trading away Micah Parsons makes the team better. And then, of course, in his press conference, he keeps talking about stopping the run. We needed to stop the run. And yes, the Dallas Cowboys have had issues stopping the run. But in what universe does trading away Micah Parsons justify this? I mean, you must be kidding me. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. But, man, listen, I have to tip my hat to the Green Bay Packers. I mean, what an absolutely phenomenal get for them. It's a huge boost for their defense and their team overall. And I've heard a lot of comparisons to this trade being similar to Reggie White. And, of course, he and Reggie are the only players with at least 12 sacks in each of their first 4 seasons. And, oh, by the way, in that press conference as well, Jerry tried to spin this thing and tried to compare this Micah Parsons trade to the Herschel Walker trade. Folks, you can't make this up. Now, listen, obviously, I was not alive for the Herschel Walker trade, and if we're being honest, I probably wasn't even an idea. But I can tell you, this is nowhere similar to that Herschel Walker trade. Nowhere similar to that. I mean, come on. And this trade here makes Green Bay that much better, and it makes the Dallas Cowboys that much worse. And I'll say this too. Dallas fans, I feel for y'all. I really do. Y'all have had a tough stretch this year. First losing Luka Doncic out of nowhere earlier in the year, and now losing Micah Parsons. Like, I don't know what's going on in Dallas. I don't know what's in the water over there or anything, but I just know this. I feel for y'all. I mean, if y'all are still supporting this team after all of these moves and decisions that Jerry's been making, y'all are some strong people, man. Because obviously the Cowboys have not made it to the NFC Championship game since the 95-96 season, which is the longest drought without a championship game appearance in the NFC. And what Jerry Jones has been doing all of these years, number one, keeping that streak alive, and number two, setting the franchise back. And what Jerry Jones did with this trade, he just did both of those things in one swing. He just did all because he just can't get out of his own way.